Hey everyone, welcome back, and thank you for joining me as we continue on with our live reaction playthrough of Dawntrail. So, as a quick recap, a lot of stuff happened last time. So, the rite of succession, first of all, is done. We are over with it. Thank God for that. I mean, I, I don't want to sound bad about it, but it was just so slow. It really was. I found it more irritating than exciting. I'm sorry about that. I can't help it. But yes, so the rite of succession is over. Wuklamet is the Dawnservant. Well, funny story about that. Because during the coronation, she was going on and on about, love, peace, and all that stuff. Anyway, she says, I'm going to be Dawn Servant, but you know what? I don't want to be the only Dawn Servant. So, Kona, come on down. So, that's basically what she said. And yeah, Kona steps forward, and yeah, we have two Dawn Servants now. So, Wuklamet is going to represent the head of Resolve, and Kona is going to be like the head of Reason. So that's kind of how they're going to do things. And why are you doing this? I'm sorry. Whenever I pay attention to anything that is not him, he gets annoyed. Like he has the button to everything I do. Anyway, so yes, that ended on a good note. We have two Dawnservants. Yes, and I'm not talking about you. So yes, we have two Dawnservants now. And he keeps distracting me. But, okay, yeah, Zeroja. So, I can't imagine Zeroja is very happy about this whole outcome. So, he ended up having his servant kind of steal this key that Gulu Jaja somehow had in his possession. And they ended up going to the gate to the City of Gold. And Zeroja not only uses the key to kind of unlock the gate, but he kills his servants. Like the one retainer who kind of maybe orchestrated all of this. I mean, he kind of had it coming because he was just such a slimy individual. But Zeroja cuts him down, just no remorse. And that really cemented the fact to me that, you know what, he's going to become a villain. I was going back and forth for a long time. He's like, he's going to be a villain. He's going to be a new ally. He's going through a redemption arc. No. Like seeing him cut him down like that, like regardless of who he was, whatever the situation, it kind of cements the fact that he's really not going to be a good guy in the future. Anyway, so we are going to be taking a break from Wuklamat and the others, which I think we really do need. So we're going off into the northern part of the New World. We're going with Erenville. Apparently he wants to visit home, visit his mentor, maybe to talk about, yeah, I found the City of Gold at long last, and I still think it's his mother. So it's just going to be us in Erenville for a little while, and I'm pretty sure that the area we're going to next is Shaaloani, which means that we should be finding out more about heritage found in Solution 9 very soon. Are you two getting into a fight now? Oh, I love them, but they're like siblings. You know, they have to go at each other. All right, so picking up where we left off, us in Erenville at the gate. And I kind of got mixed feelings about Claire's outfit right now. Because it's supposed to be more like a Old West kind of feel to the town. That's what I got. The long road to Xak Tural. Ready to get underway? Then present your travel pass to that god and let us be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Xak Tural is a wonder in its own right. The question is, are we going to be allowed to walk the gate? This gate is bare to all save those with express permission from one of the Dawnservants. Wow, that really took off quickly. Signed by Val Wuklamat herself. My apologies, miss. If you would wait here just a moment. Okay, let's go. feeling that things are only going to get better from here. At least I hope so.
Shall we then?
Oh man. Like, how long is that gate? Like, that bridge, I mean. Yep, we missed all the fun of crossing the bridge. Here we are. Wow.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaaloani, where the sun guides in the Shatonatan. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered. Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
I can imagine a lot of people are going to be having fun in this place.
My home, Shaaloani, lies past Shaaloani.
Shaaloani.
It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
So we're taking a train.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
Wow. They look kind of like a cross between a baboon and a buffalo. Kind of cool, but also kind of freaky. Short on Ronik. Right, so, if one will suffice, I'll have a creature ready and waiting. I mean, they're big enough for 2 people, I think. If you need 2, then you'll have to wait. Ronik have been acting strangely of late, more easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable, picking out the few fit for renting's proving bothersome work. I guess we're walking then. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either, but much has changed since last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. It's fine. I've had worse starts. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. About that, sir. Well traveled as you look, it's not only the Ronek that have been giving us trouble. Other wildlife have shown signs of aggression, too. Okay, something's going on here, then. Merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do, and I'll see you both on Ronek for a safer trip. Well, that's nice of him. I want to go see the saloon. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. No, not really. The Ronik, Erenville. The Ronik. I want to ride one. If this is your first time in Shaaloani, I can understand your enthusiasm. Be a shame not to ride one at least once while you're here. Yeah, it wouldn't be that much of a wait, would it? Fair points. If we're to give you the authentic Shaaloani experience, I suppose it's worth the wait. Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time there while waiting. Take it you're heading to Shaaloani then? Have a man bring the runic over there. Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? Are we going to have like an old-fashioned Western duel? Are we? I hope we see that. That's going to be so much fun. Okay, but usually if like all these other creatures and wildlife start becoming aggressive, 9 times, but no, it's like 9.5 times out of 10 things get weird. I was just wondering, do I want to waste a mountain travel? Not really. Oh, look at all these cactuses. So we got 3 aetheryte crystals, another ether current, that's good to see. Store that away for later. And they're growing cactuses, and it looks like they're picking the fruit. Huh. And we got more. They're kind of cute, now that I look at them. I mean, they could probably stomp us flat, but still. Alright, first things first, like we always do. The aetheryte crystals. And I close my chat box because I do not want to risk any spoilers, which my grand company sometimes does. It really is like an old western town. I can imagine role-playing here, alright. Okay, just looking around. I got so excited I went like past the entrance. Last time I was here was little more than a camp with a shop or 3. Oh, kind of like what happened to Revenant's Toll in Mordona, right? Or maybe like Idleshire.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
And yet it looks pretty worn down, though.
Hey! Now hold on a minute.
Do they get like the Western accents?
Some sort of trouble.
Are we gonna see a duel? Are we?
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the Deputy Chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat?
They're not shy, are they?
Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekoa. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaaloani, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dustwatch. Now run along, and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
I don't think
Fine.
I like him.
If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Oh, a Styrian!
Is that?
I forgot about him, to be honest.
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey! What are you doing, Zekoa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
I'm not sure who to be rooting for here. This is confusing.
Ujay, you sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing
lost.
that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
I don't know. Like, one of these guys is a bad guy here. I don't know which one it is, though. That's confusing, but... Yes, Styrian! Like, when was the last time we saw you? After your duel with Galujaja, I think?
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife, there's a new Dawnservant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Kinda. We haven't seen it yet.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Shaaloani, I offered to show our friends some of Xak Tural. What brings you
Are we
north?
traveling with a Styrian?
Nothing
Is
in
he coming with
particular.
us? I hope so.
Just seeing what there is to see.
Yep, going wherever the wind blows. I know the feeling.
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future.
Good for you.
But for now, I shall be moving on.
Aww.
Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
That's a shame he's not coming with us, but you know what? He's always good to show up when you need him. It's just... No sooner do we set out than we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. This Dustwatch has their work cut out for them, but for as long as I can remember, all disputes, big or small, were settled by dueling. Ooh. Yay! We may get to see a duel after all then. The people of Shaaloani rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives though, it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. In other words, they didn't want to put their money where their mouths were. The Dust Watch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace to be enforced through the formal rule of law. Reasonable stance, all things considered. Things ever got out of hand, the Lance Guard would be forced to step in. What freedom they would have now would be lost under Zeroja's authority. Oh boy, Zeroja. We still don't know where he went. All of which is to say that unless a lengthy stay in the jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. Sounds like they take things seriously here. Alright, so next one is Saddled Up. I should like to think the stableman has arrived with the Ronik by now. I'll go on ahead to check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. Yeah, so I have a feeling that we're going to be solving that kind of disputes that we saw between those, I guess the sheriff and that other guy, but I don't know. I mean, one of them seems like kind of like a troublemaker, but the other one, I mean, I was kind of on, like, we'll just call him the sheriff for now, but I was kind of on his side until, like, he stood right on over that kid because, like, that's a show of dominance. That's a show of him trying to dominate somebody else, and I did not like that feeling. So I get the feeling he's someone who does that a lot, which is why I don't really trust him now. So I'm not really sure who to be rooting for. But this town is so cute! Like, all these little details! And like an old-fashioned, like, saloon and everything. I wasn't sure if I was going to be excited over seeing like a whole like Old West town when I saw the trailers parts for it. It was like, you know what? Not really a fan of it, but now I kind of like it. Like it's different, it's unique, and I really do kind of enjoy that whole thought. Oh, looks like the Roniks are here. Okay, so I had to take a quick break there. I was getting I didn't really like Claire's outfit for this, so I chose something as close as possible. I mean, the only way I could actually go out and get like a cowgirl outfit would be to leave, and I don't want to do that right now, so I just picked something I already had on standby. Now that I think on it, this is the first time I've traveled with only a single companion. Makes for fewer complications. I mean, yeah, I've noticed he's a lot more patient with us than anyone else I've seen. A friend, I take it? Sorry to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronik. Which is why I have to ask that you stop at Shinsensui Springs. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dust Watch dealt with this banditry? Kamaka and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them all up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. I'm not worried. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then, if you're ready to set up, I'll see you on your way. Ready? Then saddle up. Your friend seems to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. Oh, it's easy. Just follow the road until we get there. Yes, let's go. Not sure why we had to wait for two. I think that these guys are more than capable of carrying two people. This is your first time, so let's take it slow. Take care not to let it toss you off. Oh, come on, man. Like, give me more credit than that. I continue to be struck by how much Shaaloani has changed. Look at this. That town we just visited wasn't even here until several years ago. Well, I guess they really haven't been taking good care of it because it looked a little run down. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers used to traveling sapotenders. Not just for waters in their stems mine, their fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. I guess that's what Estinian was talking about. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it is brimming with ceruleum. The eruption of flames from within makes for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales of getting too close. The Wallaki, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. The Wallaki! Do we get to meet some Wallaki out here? But what is a discussion for another time? We're here. Good thing for these Runic. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short on Runic. Well, we made it. That's what matters. Now then. This is Shaaloani Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shaaloani. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. Ah, it's like a mining town, only instead of like oil or coal, it's ceruleum. The change come to was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. Why is it always 3 years? The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Yate is her name, and if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tural. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. But yeah, you notice he is so much more patient with her. It's like he doesn't, poke fun at her like he does with Wuplamet. Like he really does respect her. Like he thinks very highly of her, which is kind of nice. Then again, he was there helping to support everything with the final days and everything. So, wow, look at this. I can imagine I'm going to be running into a lot of people here dressed up as cowboys and cowgirls, so yeah, I can see all that happening. So this is, I'm guessing, where they mine ceruleum. Oh, is that what the barrels are for? What the hell is that? Okay, I'm going to leave you alone because you are freaking me out. But yeah, so I'm guessing all these big barrels are where they're... Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. What was I saying? I have no idea. Anyway, let's move on. Just having a quick look around for a blue hair Shatona. Like, where? Huh. I'm so absent-minded right now, I forgot that I already attuned to that ether, right? Oh. That is so weird looking. I did not mean to get that close. I just wanted to see what you looked like. Is it got like 3 heads? Like seriously, 3-head Sabrotender. Oh sorry, it's a noble attender. Alright, so back to the search. I mean, how hard is it to find a blue-haired Viera? Is she like inside one of these buildings, or she might be. Oh, wait, there she is. Yes, I am Yet. And who might you be? She's my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is! Erenville, yes. Man grown, you were such a darling little thing as a child. Oh, we gonna hear embarrassing stories when he was a kid. You know, it's only been 3 years since last we spoke. Really? Only 3? Suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Ayate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Elenespia. Wait, is that your real name? Is that what they call you here? Alright. I was born Elenespia. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner. One that adheres to Eastern Viera conventions so as to avoid drawing attention. I can see why you changed it. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you could continue using my chosen name. I mean, it's easier to pronounce, so I'll stick with it. Homecoming? You know, I've been thinking of paying the old stomping grounds a visit myself. Would be good to see Kachiwa again. She's the finest archer I know. Elenespia's mother and mentor. Yes, I knew it. Every time I drop by, she treats us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game she hunted herself. Aww, that's sweet. You're impressive with the bow too, Ayate. Even among the Shatona. Oh, I couldn't compare to Chachula, but her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Gulu Jaja's traveling companions, after all. I mean, we figured it out, so it's not a surprise here. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. Even after Elenespia was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Aww. That's so cute. I ate it, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you've proved you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Well, that's a bit rude. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. Sounds more to me like she just didn't want you around, but... But it was real, and we found it. Oh, so he's going to go and confront her with this. You found it? Yeah. As part of the rite of succession, I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing. Oh, she'll be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Yeah, but we didn't go to the city. We just found the entrance, which still bugs me. Is it so much to ask that I go and see the City of Gold myself? Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best to Chichiwa. Help! I need help! What's that about? Someone needs help. We'll investigate. Please wait here. I don't know why I'm having trouble with words right now. I keep tripping over my own tongue. We in for a fight here? No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. It's Namika, Wuklamet's nursemaid. Erenville, Claire. Oh, she knows. Oh, I remember her now. Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh, yeah? Wait, weren't they at the coronation? Hold on, did he say this was Wuklamet's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss. We'll deal with this. Please, you have to give it back. I'm going after Namika. This lot I leave to you. Cocky bastard, I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. We could deal with them later. First we need to put this one in the dirt. Good luck. Good luck. You got some fancy weapons there, I'll give you that. But I got glowing ones, which automatically debunks it to me being more awesome. Yeah, there's no need to quit. That was easy. Alright, let's go and find her before she does something stupid. I think I now know where Wuklamet gets, like, some of her spiritedness, I guess. recklessness, ability to charge in without thinking. Yeah, I can see it now. What's that? Looks like some kind of a church. That's cute. No need to worry. She's fine. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Bandit managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they're headed. You said they stole something from you. A bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wuklamat. I see. Close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. But what brings you all this way? With the right of succession ended and Wuklamat crowned the next Dawnservant, she is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and of my plans to return home to Shaaloani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. Filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve. And now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they had left me that bracelet. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. What can I say? I'm a sentimental person. We'll get the bracelet back. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. I can assure you no harm will come to us. Claire will make certain of that. He really does think really highly of her. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps I should come as well, to be sure all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuklamat put so much faith in you both. For anything else, let's see her back to Shivwizzy Springs. She'll be safer in town, and with Yayet there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. Okay, so that's taken care of, and really, I'm just ignoring you. I want to see where this story is going to lead. One downside to this town is that it's hard to keep track of where you're going. A number of Ayate's mining fellows are here as well. Namika is in good hands. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean for you to get involved in this. Well, it just sort of happens with us. Erenville told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. I like her. I don't know why, I just love characters who are sassy like that. That bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't care even if they knew. Makes me sick. But at least she's safe, and I know you'll set things right. If the Dustwatch can't be bothered to do their jobs, they can piss off. I really do like her. Alright, brace for trouble! Ooh, we got a selection of food here. Erenville's composed demeanor belies his eagerness to help Namika. And not sure which one I would want. Oh well, we'll figure that out later. That's future me's problem. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wuklamat, we must be mindful how our actions might reflect upon her. Why? I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. Damn it! I hate when he's right. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dustwatch. Well, now that makes me think you're strong. Really strong. Are you? Oh, do you have spare time? No more than any other adventurer. Come on. Let's not get too cocky now. Aren't we humble now? But the matter-of-fact way you said it makes me think it's a tremendous understatement. Well, funny story about that. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonetiali to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now that ceruleum's extraction is big business, no one wants to waste their time picking at dried up veins there. Well, it seems kind of a waste to just abandon it. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place? I can let the Dustwatch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you'd no objections. Right then, let's be off. You find those bandits and you beat them bloody, you hear? If you sense trouble, promise me you'll put yourself first. Aww. Do you know how rare it is for someone to say that to us? Be like, forget about it, focus on yourself, put yourself first. That's so rare. She's a gem, isn't she? Yeah, do I have a horse? Like, I really want to get, like, into the spirits of the Old West here, but I'm not sure if I have just a plain horse. I mean, this kind of resembles a Ronick, so maybe no one will notice? Yep. Just passing through on our great big Ronick. They have to have like a Ronick mount around here, right? I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay. So, I mean, mining town, it's practically part of the town. It's like only, what, less than 50 paces away? Come on. Shouldn't have to be abandoned. How is it abandoned? abandoned. It's only been around for like, what, 3 years at most? Seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. They made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dustwatch not have noticed by now? Okay, yeah, somebody's on their side. Question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Is this the time that we go ninja mode? Ramshackle as they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look around, I'll keep watch for trouble. And what are you supposed to do? Like, if you see trouble? Like, it's not like you can just signal us, can you? Well, you know what? He does have a link pearl, so maybe he's talking about that. Alright, so just gotta sneak around. Bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop on any inside. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick out voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Nah, not when we've got a boss who can keep the dust watch off our backs. Ha! Okay, who wants to bet it was that jerk from before? Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so, but whoever believed one of them sainted souls was running our crew? Yeah, I knew it! That drunk who bought your story about the gold-shining alpaca, am I right? It's like he knew. It's like, on a subconscious level, he knew someone was listening in on the conversation. Well, it's his own fault. Alright. Ooh, here we go. That was just a lucky guess. And will not notice you here, you can safely eavesdrop. Okay, as you lean in to listen, a familiar voice rings out. Let me out of here, you bastard! Oh! Zikowa. Keep your mouth shut, you sniveling little brat. Make me. I'll get you back for framing my friends. The vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. Heh, how about we give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Yeah, I knew it wasn't the last time that we saw him, so I'm guessing that his friends being framed really were framed. Alright, so where is the next one? Oh, there's Erenville. Crap. I thought that was... I thought that was another player. I didn't think that that would have been abandoned until it was too late. Okay, that's been dealt with. The bandits who took the bracelets may be in this building. Have a listen and see what you can find out. Well, I'm betting that they're here then. Bandits will not notice you. Let's go ahead and eavesdrop. Something that we have a lot of experience doing. Lean and listen. You hear someone entering the room on the other side. Brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please. Please, I'm sorry! I reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, your reward. And don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Well, that's pretty clear to me. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. So, were you able to learn anything? Oh, yes. Their leader is a man of the Dustwatch? Kinda saw it coming, didn't we? That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him. Seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Zakoa. That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? And how much you want to bet that that officer is this vulture? And you say they threatened to take him to speak with the vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea who's behind the recent rash of robberies and whatever, but we also know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. That's a good point. Yeah! I mean, I can storm their hideout. I can take them. I've dealt with worse. You're right. If we confront him with his henchmen around, the violent outcome is all but guaranteed. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the south of here. I am not even going to try to pronounce that. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Like, what kind of... What's with that name? It's like you just put a bunch of random letters together and hope that it sounded like it... What? It's like... I did not mean to do that. I really didn't. I meant to go ahead and push for a mount, but you know what? I'm not letting it go to waste. Honestly, I thought some of the names, like in Tuliolo, were tough to pronounce, but here I did not stand a chance. Okay, I feel better now. So, head down to the south of here. Why? Why does it feel so slow? Okay. I just wanted to see like how big this place was. Huh. Kind of like the music. I'm kind of digging it. So, anyone want to take any guesses to who the Vulture is? I mean, I think we can all tell at this point who it is, but you know what? Might be fun to hear some ideas. If we're to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of Yihihisia, dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. Oh, we got dragons over here. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an extract that resembles this scent when burned. We can then lure the Yihihisia into the bandits' hideout, flushing out the Vulture and his gang. Then while they're content with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask that you collect the excrements. While you see to that, I will go and produce the remaining ingredients. Of course, you give us the dirty job. And before you say anything, I do not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these pouches, see them filled, and I will handle the rest. I'll say this for him, he had a comeback ready. Yeah, let's go see what these dragons are like. These houses are cute. And again, I cannot pronounce this name! Like, if you're going to make up names here, at least make them easy to pronounce. Don't just keyboard span at everything. Or keyboard mash, that's what it's called, I think. So... is that a Triceratops? Wait a minute. We're collecting the feces of these things? Yeah, we are. They're not dragons. These are dinosaurs. Come on, Erenville. You're supposed to be an expert in animals, right? By the area, but see no signs of Yihihisia droppings. Might as well just be thorough and check it out. I think this is the spot. I like they added the bones. Nice touch. You find a pile of Yihihisia droppings and gently scoop them into your pouch. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn these in. I don't want to deal with you guys. Really, I don't. I didn't even notice him. I really didn't. Finished already, are we? Small hand sack, will burst when leaving, so you pray to the 12, it doesn't actually burst. Excellent, this will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with tumble cloth fibers, dried no-blood tender root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Come, let's get back to Tonawatiari. Okay. Oh boy. I'll give it to those Nobler tenders. Like, they really do camouflage very well here, especially since all of these cactuses are such weirdly shaped. Alright, let's go ahead and speak with Erenville. Everything is ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Okay. I want the short K. We'll go with the short K. Alright, so next one will be blowing smoke, but I think we'll save that for next time. Alright, so I'm just calling it a day right there. So, things feel like they're picking up a little bit. Not much has really happened here. So, I'm glad that we do get a chance to be able to explore this town. It's very interesting to me. It's very fascinating. I was never really one that liked to play like cowboys and Indians when we were kids, but you know what? I like the charm. Like, there's just something about it that just makes me smile when I see like this old-timey West like saloon, bars, like all of this. So I don't know what to feel though, because I kind of feel like we're just kind of being distracted here, but at the same time I kind of dig it because it feels like we're really given a chance to explore. We don't really have like a goal in mind other than, you know, let's get the bracelet back to Namika, let's head off to Shaaloani so that we can meet Erenville's mother. So, I mean, we do learn a little bit about him, and I like that he's, like, so much more open to us than he is with, like, anyone else. Like, with Wuklamad, it's kind of like, you know, banter back and forth. Like, he likes to tease her. Like, he likes to make things difficult for her, like any real friend would. So, that is nice, but it's different when, like, we're with him there, because, like, he shows us a lot of respect. He really does respect us a lot. You can see, like, I mean, his mother's friend, she was really surprised to see that because he wasn't really somebody who liked to travel a lot with people. So I kind of like the little, you know, partnership we have here. I know it's only going to be temporary, but it is nice that we actually get some maybe one-on-one time with him, especially since we really don't know too much more about his past. And that might be why they did it that way, because we already spent a lot of time with Kryl and the twins, and of course we definitely needed a break from Wuklamad, but it kind of feels like her shadow is still kind of looming over us because of that bracelet, and Namika's there. So, as for the whole idea with this vulture, this dust watch, so it's a classic of, you know, a high-ranking official in the authorities is, you know, like the secret ringleader of this little gang of bandits. And that kid who was causing trouble before, it sounds like he was, like, you know, being truthful from the beginning. Like, it sounds like his friends were imprisoned for something that they didn't commit. Like, my bet is that they were really causing, they were probably looking into things here. They probably noticed, like, something was going on here, so they tried to confront the officer who framed them. And yeah, so it just sounds like it is something that you would find like from a classic old Western movie. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, there's just not much to say, but I am enjoying like a much more freedom of movement here. We're allowed to go where we want to, really. We don't have to worry about the rite of succession anymore. Question is, though, where is the story going to lead up? Because I still am not sure how we go from like the Old West to like Jetson's future. Like, how do we get from here to there? Like, there's like a big event is coming. Like, I am willing to bet on that. Like, something big is coming our way. Probably like a speeding train. We can't see it coming, but it is coming, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope the next episode we're going to learn out more about the Vulture and find a way to stop him. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. So until next time, everyone, please take care. See ya.